sitting here in Havre, Montana, on my way to Rocky Boy, to the Rocky Boy Health Center to film an event there. They have a new administration building on their campus that they're doing the grand opening for, and so they asked me to come over and kind of do, I don't know, I guess like a recap video of the grand opening ceremonies. It's like about a 4.5 hour drive from where I'm from, so I had another early morning. If you watched the vlog, a couple vlogs back, I had to get up at 4:30 and left the house at 5. And I did the same thing today because I needed to be, the event starts at 11 a.m. So I had to get up pretty early. I wanted to get there at least an hour prior just to familiarize myself with, what exactly is going on. I don't know exactly if it's gonna be mostly indoors or outdoors. It's a really nice day out today, so it could be outside, but I think maybe because it's a grand opening for a building, it might be inside. And if it is inside, it'll give me a chance I'll probably be able to use my cart for the first time. I made a whole video about that in, I think it is my last video, talking about my film cart, so I'll be able to put that to use if it's indoors. Have a little station set up where I could keep all my gear. Like I said, I'm in Havre right now. I'm a little bit early, so I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get I have my FX6. I'm using that. I think I'm going to use the 35mm lens on that for most of this. And then I also have my FX30, and I think I'm going to put that on the gimbal and then just switch back and forth between those two when I need to. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get the FX30 set up on the gimbal. Balanced. It's not on yet, but I think it's balanced when you can move it and it'll stay. All right, I think we're ready to go. It's really bright out today, so even with the variable ND turned all the way up, I have the 35 mil f1.4, and when I have the aperture set to 1.4, and with the ND turned all the way up, it's still overexposed. So through another ND, this is a ND and circular polarizer, so I put that on there, and that makes it look a lot better, and the sky is much more clear too. As you can see, as I arrived on site, the event was indeed being held outdoors, and it was for the most part a pretty nice day, except for the wind, as you can probably tell in the clips here. So if you see my hair messy in any of the footage, mind your business. Anyway, speaking of the wind, I made a huge mistake. So as you can see here, they have a sound system set up, which was great. So before the event started, I went over to the sound guy and asked if I could plug in my external recorder to his soundboard. And he was like, yeah, no problem. So we get it all plugged in. I check the levels and everything's good. So I go about my business, filming for the day. I feel like everything goes fine, smooth. I was excited when I finished that. I felt like I had everything I needed to make a good video. Then when I get home and I check the audio file,
I realized that after I plugged everything in and checked my levels, that I actually forgot to hit record, and I was so upset. But, luckily, by some act of God, there was a portion of the event where the wind died down enough that the audio on my camera was decent enough to use in the video. Obviously, it wasn't crystal clear, it wasn't high quality, but it was good enough to salvage and to use. And then looking back, I shouldn't be making these types of mistakes, especially on a day like that when everybody, was fighting the wind. It's just something that I need to, I need to take better care when I'm working on these types of projects, especially where something like that, audio is important. Like I should have went and double checked throughout to make sure that it was even still recording, not just, thinking I hit record and then leave and then come back at the end of the event and hopefully everything worked out. I need to be going over there and checking throughout. And I've done it before at other events where I've done that. I went back and checked, and for some reason it slipped my mind this time, and I need to do better, in that regard going forward. So after the ceremonies were done outside and everybody moved inside to kind of tour the facility and have lunch there, I was able to pick up a couple interviews, one with one of the presenters that spoke there, and then I did another one here with the CEO of the facility. And then after that, I just kind of wandered around the facility and picked up some B-roll of the building itself, both interior shots as well as exterior ones. And then lastly, I just picked up a few aerial shots of the facility, grabbed a quick bite to eat. They provided lunch there on site, and it was really good. So I ate that and then flew my drone and then headed out.
Dang, I look like I got a tan today. All right, so that's a wrap for today. All in all, I think I was there for about 6 hours. Got the shots that I needed to get, got the interviews that I needed to get. I think I got enough footage, and all in all, I think I got enough stuff to make a pretty good video. The grand opening event went great. It was a little windy, but nothing too bad. We're up here in Montana, especially along the High Line or near the High Line, we're used to those strong winds. I didn't get as much behind the scenes content as I would have liked. I felt like I was just moving around too much. I was here and there, and then I didn't really have a place to set up the Osmo Pocket 3. Usually I like to set it on something, or I have a magnet that it's attached to where I could stick it onto something, but there's really nothing to put it on. I did find a pole to set it on for a couple of the shots, but yeah, no, it was a great event. Now I'm on my way back home. Got a 4-hour drive, so it's 3:15 right now, so I shouldn't be back too late, which is good. It's a good day. Now I just gotta edit the video. All right, as always, if you made it this far in the video, I thank you, appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.